On rainy days, you should place a machete at the door to prevent evil spirits from entering the house. In the past, whenever it thundered and rained, Grandma would throw a knife outside the door and warn me and Mighting not to bring the knife back. I curiously asked Grandma, why is that? Grandma always sternly said, just do as you're told. Why is there so much nonsense? When I was 10 years old, Grandpa and Grandma went to the town market, leaving me alone at home. Before leaving, Grandma told me to cook lunch for myself. If it rains, follow the tradition of tossing a kitchen knife outside the door. Although I didn't understand why I had to do it, I nodded and agreed to my grandmother. Unfortunately, it started pouring just as Grandma was about to leave. I threw a kitchen knife outside earlier. When I went to the kitchen to start cooking, I suddenly remembered that I had just thrown the knife outside. After thinking it over, I hesitated, then picked up the kitchen knife and brought it back. That night, right in the middle of my sleep, I suddenly felt that my face was icy cold. I opened my eyes but found that I couldn't move my body. I also felt someone blowing cold air in my ear. After a while, I felt completely exhausted and fell back asleep. The next morning, when Grandma woke me up from my sleep, she found that I had a high fever and was speaking incoherently, making little sense. Grandma thought I caught a cold from getting rained on yesterday and believed I would get better after taking some medicine. However, after taking medicine for several days, there was no improvement. But after several days of medication, there was no improvement. At this point, Grandpa said, the child has been taking medicine for days without getting better. Could it be something unclean has attached to him? Why not ask the village's golden robe master to take a look at Ashwai? When the golden robe master arrived, he told Grandpa and Grandma there was heavy yin energy in the house, suggesting something unclean might be living here. Grandma's face turned anxious and she quickly said, I have always followed the taboos. How could something dirty get in? Then Grandma seemed to remember something and asked, did you throw the kitchen knife outside when it rained and thundered yesterday? So I told them about picking up the cleaver halfway and bringing it back. The golden robe master was so scared he wet himself and said, that's how it is on the outside. I asked, what does the kitchen knife have to do with it? The master explained that thunder, a righteous force, is used to ward off evil and eliminate fraternal conflicts. So on days when thunderstorms occur, things wandering outside will actively look for places to hide. The kitchen knife, being a sharp weapon, can scare these dirty things away and prevent them from entering the house. Grandma quickly asked the master, how can we resolve this? The master then took out a talisman and handed it to Grandma, saying, sleep with this talisman tonight. When the child's yang energy rises, the thing will naturally leave. Unexpectedly, something strange happened that night. After sticking the talisman on myself, I fell asleep. In a daze, I saw a spirit slowly emerging and coming out of my body. I suddenly felt a refreshing sensation throughout my body, and then the spirit gave me a strange smile.